All right, everyone. This is an all signs reading. It doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading. This time around, Venus in Aries. One of the reasons that, like we talked about on the new moon reading, that Saturn being involved here is having an effect. It's why the lessons are kind of, well, they're at least worth thinking about. I know these runners are probably going to try and ignore the lessons that Saturn's teaching, but they're going to be hard to ignore. So here we go. Venus in Aries. What's up with that? Okay, we've already got Jupiter in Aries, adding some bravery. If you're willing to put into work, great expansion can happen. Venus, well, there's a lot of anger towards feelings here. There's a lot of feelings that just, again, it may result in a harsh conversation. It could. All right, it could, but it's certainly going to give them the bravery to talk about their feelings, which are all coming up here in Pisces season, my completeness energy. That said, I've got a pre-shuffle here, and we'll talk about that in a second. There's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading technically is timeless because you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, okay? That said, this whole reading should be about communication. Absolutely. With Venus and Aries and everything we learned in the new moon reading and all the energies that have led up to this should be all about communication. We should see that Eight of Wands again, the card that we can't get rid of, right? Well, a spoiler alert, we do see it, okay? It's actually bookending this Magician. I'll tell you that in advance. All right, let's go. So with the Eight of Wands, which I've already told you, right, is bookending the Magician, okay? We've got someone here who's just a confidence, okay? Venus in Aries does make you confident in talking about your feelings. There's a confidence here. Magicians have to be confident when they go out on stage. There's almost an arrogance, and that's how they pull the trick off. Same thing with lead singers in a band or something like that, or a rapper up on stage, whatever. Sometimes they're arrogant people in general, but sometimes it's just an act that they have to put on to go out there in front of all those people and be the front man or front woman, okay? That said, I feel like they can do it. They do. Communication, definitely feel like they can do it. It's crossed by the Hanged Man. That, again, is a new perspective on this. Yeah, maybe I can. Maybe I can just tell them how I feel. Okay. Okay, fine. Calm down, little runner. Underneath that, more energy of what Venus in Aries, working with Jupiter in Aries and working with the new moon and the Pisces season and all the feelings and dreams and all that kind of stuff. Fine. Nine Swords. That nine's of the end in tarot. That's anxiety, but it's crossed by the Strength card. It's got the Strength card there. And again, there's this powerful urge. Yeah, I can do this. Okay. This is just the surface energy. It's me pre-shuffling before I shuffle for the reading, but okay, fine. So I got someone who's, yeah, I can do this. All right. And right here, I got 9 Pentacles crossed by the Page of Wands. Again, they know that if they speak up, right, they would be liberated. It would be liberating. They could be free from all this back and forth that they keep going through. I can pick up on it in the energy. It's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely batshit crazy. So fine, this is communication. It's somebody who wants something new. There's a curiosity energy here. It's terrific. Curious about what? You. The Queen of Pentacles. It's right there. There's that. We can't escape that little fawn, which is the Page of Pentacles in this deck. It's still a page. It's a little fawn right there. And you. Again, there's a soul. There's something that just makes sense about communicating in this energy. And underneath that is the Eight of Wands. And that again is bookending the Magician. So on the surface, all right, I know tons of readings going to be out there. Venus and Aries, you're going to hear from somebody all that. Yeah, it should be about communication. It really should. And I hope it doesn't change. This pre-shuffle is somebody getting past their fears and anxiety because it just, I can do this. I can just tell them how I feel, and then I relieve myself of that burden. I'm liberated, right? Okay. The Eight of Wands is there again. We keep getting it. It's been a common card for like the last 4 or 5 readings I've pulled. It's unreal. And it's a very rare card to see in this particular cycle. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's go deeper. Let's pull a reading. Let's see where we go. First card out is Before the Cut. That's why the fuck are we here? And remember, the cut cards back up the pre-shuffle. All right? So they go a little deeper from the pre-shuffle. Let's see. Let's find out. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Venus in Aries. Jesus. Okay. All right, I'm laughing. I don't know why yet. Yeah, I knew it. I was still shuffling when I was laughing. Yeah, it's the Seven of Swords. It is. It's, oh God, why are we here? It's just this. I want to sneak away, but I can't. It's Istanbul. It's Constantinople. It's round and round and round. Okay, it's a card of deception. It's mild devil energy. It's bullshit. It's all that kind of stuff. Let's just take a look at what comes after it. And yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. There it is. This is my cold hard truth card, of course. She holds Archangel Michael's sword of truth, and it's a snowy owl. They live in cold areas. Sure, yeah. But it's about communication. But it's communication from somebody who is putting up a false ego to be able to do it. It's a bit like what I don't joke about anything or say anything that's not part of the energy in these readings. And I said about the magician, I compared it to a magician or a rock star or a front man, a lead singer. Sometimes they're assholes in real life, yeah. But sometimes that ego that they put on is just before they go out on stage, and it's an act, if you will, right? Magicians perform an act. It's an act. So they may come across, this should result in communication, but it's deceptive, Seven of Swords, because they may come across a little arrogant, maybe, a little ego-based, a little cold and detached. That's possible, but it's fake. Much the way the confidence in the magician out on stage is fake many times, or the lead singer in a rock group, Yeah, the front man, when I was in bands, I never wanted a shy front man singing. You don't want that. You always, front man's usually a jerk. They usually are, but they have to be to do that job. But sometimes it's fake. Sometimes it's just an act they put on. As long as they can put on that act, it's fine. And that's what's going on here. You've got somebody coming out. You're the crowd. You're that Queen of Pentacles. That's very intimidating, right? Queen of Pentacles got their shit together. They got everything they need. And that's you up in that pre-shuffle. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do a reading. This reading should, and I'm going to say it in advance, it should reflect incoming communication. All right? Emphasis on the word should. We never know where these are going to go. That's what keeps it interesting for me, right? It is. I don't know. I mean, I could feel the communication and the energy, and I've explained why it might happen. I've explained the importance of Venus and Aries and how it's interacting with what we talked about in the new moon reading and all that Saturn influence and everything. Okay, fine. Jupiter is in Aries, rewarding hard work with massive growth, right? Rewarding bravery with massive growth. We've got an energy around us right now where fortune favors the brave, and that's in place all year. It really is, on varying levels. All right, let's see. Let's see. Give me a reading, universe. I'm still shuffling. That tells me my word should result in communication. This is important. Okay, here we go. Overall energy of the reading, excuse me, is Temperance. Yeah. It is. It's very balanced. It's communication. It is. It's balanced between fire. It's just there. It's a balanced energy. Someone coming to their senses. Okay, realizing what again, Venus and Aries makes you brave to talk about your emotions. It does, but there's also in this Pisces season there's a dreaminess in the air. All right, we'll see what's fueling this. Yeah, the Empress. I felt in between here, in between these two cards, there's a cavern of nervousness. All right, so again, it's that false ego. It is. But somebody's feminine energy is up, okay? It's up. They're in their feels on a high. This is telling me how much they're in their feels. And again, we did talk about this in the new moon reading as well, okay? It's a very important reading. I said it's one of the top 3 most important ones I'll pull all year, and I meant that. Okay, here we go. Temperance. Communication is the overall energy here. You notice how it spins, though. I can't get it to stop spinning. All right, fueled by the Empress, fueled by their own Empress energy, and also an attraction to you, massive attraction that's hard to resist, okay? So, let's go. So far, we're backing up the pre-shuffle. Fine, I'm good, very happy. Right here's the energy around the connection. Right here is how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here is their soul energy. Right here is the hidden energy, message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything. Those some universe cards over the top at the end, and you bet your sweet asses, and I know they are. There's going to be a link for an extended. Because, didn't I have a reading recently? I don't remember which one it was, where we talked about, I think it was the weekly reading for this week, where I said something to the effect of, you'll believe it when you see it, right? I said something like that. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at here. So I'm going to go to my neutral kestrel field, all right? I'm going to get the fuck out of here, and I'm going to just let whatever energy comes in do the reading, all right? I'm just completely neutral right now. I have to be, because I think this is going to go weird. All right, right here, the energy around the connection. And as I said, words, my words to the universe. It's the moon card. The energy around it's so, it's like a foggy morning, okay? And the headlights don't seem to be doing anything while you're driving down the road, okay? That's all I get here. Yeah, I get it. It's something's coming up deep within this connection. It's coming up from the shadows. I think, in part, if there is communication, I think you find out something you didn't know about. I do. There's a lot of, almost a high priestessy kind of feel to this. It's a high priestess moon combo. High priestess in the moonlight. We'll find out more when we clarify. Think of a foggy morning or foggy night, whatever, while you're driving down a curvy road and your headlights don't seem to be doing anything. So you can't see anything at all. You can't even see the hood of the car. It's like that. How are they behaving in the 3D? Stop that. My sweatshirt keeps hitting that damn card. It's driving me crazy. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, round and round and round and round and round. Yeah. They have the bravery. This backs up the false bravery to come in and talk. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's probably a backwards sort of way to put it. Venus in Aries is giving them the bravery to speak about their emotions. It's your person's core programming that's causing the round, but I shouldn't, but I can. I could totally do this, right? And that's kind of what the pre-shuffle was talking about. We had the Nine of Swords, anxiety, and then we have the Strength card. You know, kind of a thing along those lines. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay, but they are making a decision. And whatever decision they make, this giant butterfly tells me, it's very important. We're at a very important point in this soulmate cycle. Absolutely. Okay, we're at a very important point. We're about to get Mercury in Pisces. Okay, number one, that's communication and all of that. But we're also, we're at a point where during Pisces season, Saturn is in Pisces, or will be by around the 7th of March. And that hasn't happened in somewhere around, anywhere from 27, 28 years. I don't remember what year it was. It would have been sometime, I guess, around the mid-90s or something like that. So, again, it's very rare energy that we have going on here. And this son of a bitch won't stop spinning. Yeah, round and round, round and round. Soul position. Bookending the moon. This ought to be good. Yeah, there's Three of Pentacles. I'm going to just move this out of the way. It's pissing me off. It's distracting me. Pentacles don't belong in the soul here. These are feelings coming up and somebody looking at them practically to build it. Well, maybe we could just be friends, or maybe we could do. Again, it's someone who is looking at their soul constructively and then they're not working with their soul. This energy is almost reversed a little bit. My cards don't come out reversed, but that would technically be the way the card is sitting. It's a sideways Three of Pentacles. This is a reading that's going to need some serious clarifying, and I'm going to need something stronger than the Light Seer deck, which was my original choice. Hidden energy, red with the moon, Eight of Wands. There it is. It comes back. What you don't know about this communication is it's like the universe is saying, because we're talking to the universe here, it's like it's saying, I don't give a crap about this round and round. I don't give a crap if you look at this practically, because I compare it with Temperance that's here, the angel, Archangel Michael, truth, balance, all that kind of stuff. There's going to be a conversation here. Either you're going to talk about these feelings with this soulmate, or you're going to talk about them with yourself. But either way, what's been buried is coming up. It's coming up, and it's reflecting in the energy as like a dense fog, okay? Which, you know, again, which would explain this Two of Pentacles here, going round and round. I imagine it's fairly confusing for these runners. Potential final outcome, red with the Two of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. A couple cards from the pre-shuffle come back with placements this time. It's funny because with the Eight of Wands here in the message from the universe, it's the energy of around, the environmental energy itself. We'll say, we won't say the universe. We don't want to make it a person or something, but the environmental energy is encouraging communication on a very strong level. It's moving very forward. All right. Somebody going to have to pull the car over. It's too foggy to keep driving. Okay, you can't keep running. It's too foggy. So right here, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's you just sitting there. Okay, this final outcome is more a message for you than saying what they're going to do. It's like I said over here, whether they like it or not, the universe is saying, hey, you got to pull the car over. It's time to talk. It's time to say something. The fog is thick here. You're just sitting here. Okay, so your best bet under this energy through this entire Pisces season is just to remain neutral as you can for the outcome. All right, obviously you care about the person, really, you know, oh, I want this, and fine, but try to remain neutral for the outcome. Be this very calm, very nice, nurturing presence that will draw them in. It will, because that's what they're attracted to right now. That's what temperance is all about, and that's what we've been talking about when the Queen of Pentacles came in before. And that's why temperance is with the Empress. All right. So this is one of the finest energies of the Empress. So I will reiterate, it should result in communication. It should. But it should. It depends. It depends how neutral you can be, how much of this energy you can radiate, kind of a thing. Queen of Pentacles got everything she needs. She's not waiting. She's going about her life, and if somebody comes along, fine. If this runner shows up and they don't suck, fine. If they suck, bye-bye. You know, that kind of thing. It depends. It should result in communication. Even the universe says that with the Eight of Wands right there. Now, I need to clarify, and I am going to do it with the little animal deck. I'm going to go animal deck on animal deck. All right? All right. Let's do it. The moon. Why is it here? Tell me about the moon. Why is the moon here? I'm going to dig into the fog here. All right. Come on now. Okay. Cards jumping out. Ten of Pentacles. When Venus, we're pulling on Venus and Aries. During the transit of Venus and Aries, the environmental energy around your connection will be focused on your connection. In other words, whatever they've got on their side, it's almost like if they're married or something, or however they've been living their life, it completely doesn't, it almost like it doesn't exist. They can't see it. They can't feel it. So it's all the focus is on this connection. It's similar, again, to if you're driving in dense fog. You get very focused. That's not the time. Most people, when they're driving in dense fog and their headlights won't work, it's not the time they take the phone out and start texting and trying to do other things and futzing with the radio. No, you're leaned right up against the steering wheel. Look as close to the windshield as you can, trying to see where the hell you're going. It's a very focused energy on this connection during Venus and Aries because of the energies going on around it. Okay? What's on top? Five of Cups. Five of Cups. It's a sadness. It's a regret. It's a sad horse. What else? Why are you giving me that? There's something else there. Why is that here? Oh, the Knight of Cups. Okay. How do I phrase this? That single focus on this connection. The focus is on well, I say unfortunately, that's why this temperance keeps spinning. It's not my sweatshirt, because that doesn't happen on every reading, and I wear this sweatshirt all the time. It's a focus on, as the focus is on this connection, the focus is on what they didn't do, not what they should be doing. And the universe sees that as a good thing. I know it sounds like a problem. I don't think it is. I think that with Venus and Aries, there's a chance to get angry about your feelings. All right, and when we get angry, that's when we tend to make some changes. And that's what I was talking about with this butterfly here as well. It's transformation. All right, so it's a bit like that. It's nice. You know, it should. The universe says it should bring them in. Okay, it should. It thinks it's a good thing. All right. Two of Pentacles. Well, why is it here? This is how they're behaving in the 3D. A little bit of round and round. There's an important decision that's happening here. But somebody's spinning their wheels on it, focused on the wrong thing a little bit. All right. See, we got primary energy flow is 5D to 3D. We got Pentacles in both places. One of those needed to be Cups. So we're going to find out where this goes here. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. And that's why it should, these are read together, it should result in communication. But there's a chance, again, if they're overly intimidated by you, or if you're putting too much resistance out there, in other words, you're dumping negativity into them coming in or anything like that, it will repel them. It will. It's fine. You do what you want to do. Knock yourself out. I myself like to go through life remaining as neutral as humanly possible about outcomes. All right? The yes, the no, the win, the lose. Will it happen? Won't it happen? I don't care. Most of the time, I don't. You know, I tell you what. All right, let's go. Two of Pentacles. Why is it here? And it works. It creates voids. Nature fills voids. As long as you don't fill them with negative stuff, you're usually all right. All right. Crossing this is the Sword of Truth. Again, a decision will be made is what that means. And that means that it's no different than the Ace of Swords crossing the Two of Swords. Two swords go to one. The environmental energy would be it's time to make a decision. It is. This person knows what decision to make. This is the sword of this guy right here. Archangel Michael right here, energy right here on Temperance. It's truth, it's healing. It's healing through truth more than anything else. All right, so let's see. What's on top? 10 Pentacles again, the very card that was crossing over here. All right, somebody here is, but notice where it fell. It fell on the red one over here, the stop sign. Think of this as a stoplight, right? Red, yellow, green. Okay, it fell on the red one. So whatever's on their side, the decision is leaning toward getting rid of it, dealing with it. This is the no-go. And in fact, I'm only drawn to the red on this card as well. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? Judgment. Yeah, that fell, and now notice Judgment. These are almost split energies. God, Source, the universe itself fell on the green side. All right, it's right there. Again, somebody here is making some changes. Somebody here is manning or womaning up and making some changes. There's no doubt the Archangel Michael energy of any kind, be it Temperance or the Sword of Truth or the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords, makes you brave. And what are we talking about here with Venus and Aries? Bravery and expressing emotion. So again, it's a phoenix rising from the ashes energy. That's why somebody's putting a stop to whatever's on their side, not even focusing on it, making a decision about this soulmate connection. Why? Because they need it, much like that fawn needs that mama deer. All right, it could be as simple as that. You know, again, this should result in communication, the way it's playing out, in spite of your person. Normally, I would read this as a negative. I'm like, oh, they're not going to come in because they're all, you know, sad and depressed. But the universe is like, no, that actually, when we blend it with the energies that are around, with Saturn and acting upon the new moon, and later Saturn moving into Pisces and creating the lessons with the dreams and everything we talked about in the new moon, pairing it with Venus in Aries and Jupiter in Aries, it leads to some sort of something. It should, anyway. Why is the Three of Pentacles here in the soul? Why? Why? Yeah, this is why. I said Pentacles don't belong in the soul. And I don't like that this is here. I wanted a Cup card here to flow over here with these Pentacles, but I got Pentacle to Pentacle. It's crossed by the Seven of Wands in this case. It's like a feeling. It's a deep feeling inside that you want something new. You feel this, I feel it, but it's defense to it. It's that these cards are they're defensive towards it. These cards are bookending these cards. This is my driving in thick fog energy, right? You want to go faster, you want to, but you can't. You have to slow down or you're going to hit something. So somebody here is slowing themselves down a little bit. I think they're doing it from the wrong perspective, though. I wish they were slowing it down because of the cups. They're slowing it down because of more practical reasons and things like that, which also explains the Ten of Pentacles over here on the stop sign side, right? So again, they know what they want to do. I don't care for the approach. What's on top? Page of Wands. Again, from the pre-shuffle, different deck, but from the pre-shuffle, Page of Wands. Yeah, they want something new. They know they do. What did I just say? Rewind. I said it's this feeling, this inner feeling that you want something new. You want to move forward. You want something solid. That curiosity there, that's very interesting. There's a lot of passion in the soul. There's a bit of a fire in the belly here. I kind of get it from Judgment over here too. Why is the Page of Wands here? Five of Pentacles. Again, we get the same kind of thing. We get a sad card, and a sad card, and a communication card, and a communication card. And these bookend these. It's a fear of missing out energy. It's the easiest way to put it. What the universe is basically saying here in the top row with its message to us anyway is there should be communication here. Just like I said before I pulled that. The message here is this person doesn't want to, they don't want this to end. And that's the thing. That's the end. That's the coming of the senses, the coming to their senses, however you want to phrase it, with the energy that gives them a little bit of bravery to talk about their feelings. That at the end of the day, even if they're a little bit afraid to do it, it doesn't matter. Even if they're a little bit intimidated, it shouldn't matter. They don't want to miss this. They don't want to lose this. This person here knows they're missing out on something great. All right. I just wish there were cups in the soul and not pentacles and wands everywhere. Okay, that's all I wish. That's why I'm still saying should result in communication. The reading as the cards fall, if I was just a card reader, I'd say expect communication. Absolutely, 100%. They regret it and they're coming back. Well, there's the energy of your connection right now. Out of the shadows. They just reading cards, right? The book meaning. Open up the book. What's it mean? Right? Coming out of the shadows. Right? Just coming out of the shadows, they feel all this sadness is welling up in them, and they're coming in. Yeah. But there's more to it than that. There's energy reflecting off of that moon card that again creates that fog, driving in fog, and we see the fog. We actually get to see it here in the bookend, in the soul position, where the soul has no cups. The soul is made of emotion and love and all of that. It should have a cup somewhere. It doesn't, so that's why it's should and it's not definite communication. Why is the Eight of Wands here? I'm curious. I'll find out in the extended, but I'm curious how this energy affects the DF side. Oh, I'm damn curious about that. Oh God. All right, why is the Eight of Wands here? Maybe it'll come up here, I don't know, because that's you. We'll see. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Why'd you give me this, universe? Why? Why? Page of Swords. So the universe's message is it should result in communication. All this should result in communication, exactly as I said. It's crossed by a Page of Swords, and that's why the word should is there. All right? That's why it's not expect communication. And it's here because as somebody, I have to take the energy that comes out of this, the final outcome, into consideration. This is definitely you. And this is kind of a spying energy, which can be thinking about you or replaying things back from the past, or physical spying, looking at your social media or driving by your house or whatever. As they do that, whatever it is they're doing, they become a bit intimidated by you a little bit, because you seem to be doing by their perspective, you seem to be doing okay. And I can tell you all are. If you're watching my channel, if you're one of my regulars, I can tell you your energy, your vibration has gone up. Either through things I said or other things you've read, or just you looking at yourself, whatever. I'm not going to take any credit for it. I'm just saying, I can dig it. And the fact that there's no cups in the soul here tells me that their vibration is about where it was when they ran from you. It's just the only difference is a fear of missing out energy. They missed out on something, and they want it. And that can hurt the ego of an ego-based person. So we've got someone puffing up their ego, like a rock star out on stage, or a magician about to go out and do a complex illusion, puffing up, looking like they're all confident and whatever, but really they feel small. And your energy is making them feel small. But that's okay. Normally, I would say tone it down a little bit. If you want them to come in, don't be so great. But no, you know, kind of tone back your energy, pull it away, kind of something. No, this reading is saying stay that way, stay great. Don't pull back your energy. Keep radiating this Empress energy, right? And this Queen of Pentacles energy. Keep being fine. Keep doing good. That's what will bring them in. Okay? And everything about this reading says it. From everything I've told you about up here to the Empress crossing the Temperance card here. Okay? So it's important that you don't pull back your energy in this case. Go ahead. You know, leave the door open for them. Tell the universe, fine, if they want to come in, come on in. The door's open. And then don't think about it. That's it. You just put out a manifest once. That's it. You can even spend some of this Pisces energy, this Pisces season energy, like we talked about on the new moon reading, daydreaming about a conversation with this person. You don't even have to physically think about, okay, I'm going to manifest. No, just daydream. If you're running errands, walk down the street, right? And in the back of your mind, go and pay attention to what you're doing, of course. You know, you don't want to drift away from reality. But kind of half in, half out, kind of have a daydream and pretend they're with you. Just imagine that they're with you and you're having a conversation with them about everything that's gone down and everything that's happened. You'll manifest it. That energy is what will bring them in. Okay? Should result in communication and make it into will result in communication. Okay, that's what the universe is trying to say. I don't even need the top two cards. I'm going to pull them anyway. 7 Pentacles and 8 Swords. Yeah. Everything, oh my God, I can't believe that. Everything I just told you just got backed up. All right? They kind of stop at their tracks here. You've given this person a lot to think about. These pentacles tie with this pentacle over here. You've given them a lot to think about. All right? But look, you can see it here in the reading, right? Okay, they're thinking about this, sad horse, all this stuff. This 8 of Swords, this overthinking, and there's my spinning fucking Temperance card again. This 8 of Swords, all this overthinking, you think that this would keep them away. The universe says it won't. It says, listen to what Steve just got done telling you. Rewind to what I said about that Page of Swords, everything I said. Okay? Because this 8 Swords is read with this. All right? With this Knight of Cups coming towards you. Yes, be awesome. Don't leave the door up. Daydream about having a conversation with this person. Knock yourself out. They will show up. That's what will make them show up. If you don't, right, if you shut it down, you also have the power to shut this down completely. And that's by just pulling your energy away completely. If you do that under normal circumstances in a soulmate cycle, you'll hear readers tell you pull your, and I've told you in the past in certain energies, pull your energy away, and then they'll come in. They already feel the loss. They already have the loss is felt. I got it here with the 5 of Cups. I got it here with the 5 of Pentacles. Do not pull your energy away in this case if you want to hear from this person. Let them sit in 8 Swords. It's fine. The universe says should result in communication. Okay? Let's talk about this final outcome here because it's really just about you. I can see now why the universe threw it this way. I get it. All right? I get it. The universe basically said, Steve, in your pre-shuffle, I just want to talk about the 8 Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. That's basically what it said. I'll give you the rest of this shit so you know what's going on. But really, this is where the reading is. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, universe. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Why is it here? So be awesome. Keep being awesome. Go for it. Let them see it. I always say that. Listen, you know, if somebody, you got a spying energy here. I explained what spying is already. It means a lot of different things. But you got a spying energy here. And what do I always teach you? What do I teach you about what I do? If somebody's spying on me, I give them a show. Right? I don't get mad that somebody's spying on me or thinking about me. Or I give them a show. I give them something to talk about. Right? There you go. I think old Bonnie Raitt sang about that in the late 80s, didn't she? Let's give them something to talk about. Right? Yeah. Go for it. That's what the universe is telling you too. Give them something to talk about. Fine. You think I'm awesome? Watch this, motherfucker. Like that. Get them all up in their head, and in they come. It is. It's that kind of energy. It forces a decision, essentially, in the 3D. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Why is it here? Tell me about it. Let's go. I'm still shuffling. I'm running out of shit to tell them, universe. You got to... Good Lord Almighty. All this shuffling, shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay. All right. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, I love it. I love it when cards match. This now ties us directly to the soul energy, which is 3 Pentacles. It's crossed by 3 pentacles right there. Okay? Gotta have it. It's a gotta have it energy. It's someone who will, if you follow what I was just saying, when I was talking about everything I've been talking about since I threw that Page of Swords across here. Okay? It creates a fear of missing out energy on crack. It sends them right to you. It is an energy here of got to have this. Anything. I want anything with them. I don't care. Right? If I'm just their shoe shine boy, I'm happy with it. That's perfectly fine. They just come over. If they just let me come over and shine their shoes once a week, I'll be thrilled. That kind of, or take a text from me or like one of my tweets. That'd be great. You know, that kind of thing. It is what it is. Okay? That's the energy that's there. The universe is backing up everything I just said and saying you are, by being awesome, by keeping that energy there, or walking around or sitting at home and daydreaming about a conversation with this person under this powerful daydream can become reality energy of the Piscean completeness energy season, like we talked about in the new moon reading. Just doing that, you create an energy of gotta have you. Got to. Got to. All right. What's on top? Got to. King of Pentacles, the 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. Oh, man. This person also, this is funny. So that's everything I just said, right? Gotta have it, all that kind of stuff. Irreplaceable. You can't find one of these. Good luck. Right? I've been in the woods a lot in my life. I've never seen one. All right, that's it. This card's also red with the 10 of Pentacles up here, which is on top of their 10 of Pentacles in their life, which is on top of the red light. Okay? Somebody here has a new view under this energy as they watch you. Because we know we have to take these cards over here. These are tied together. So we have to take that spy and page into consideration. As they feel your energy in any way, this person, you intrigue them on a level where they completely, like if they're married, they completely forget that they're married, kind of a thing. Okay? It's sort of like what I said over here, where it's a single focus on this. Sort of like driving through that fog where your face is right up to the windshield. You're not texting at this and nothing else matters, kind of a thing. Why is the King of Pentacles here? King of Swords. This should result in communication. But that communication the universe is reminding us with the King of Swords, it might be swordsy. Venus and Aries can make people, especially people who are defensive about their feelings like these runners, a little aggressive, shall we say. All right? Yeah. A little bit, but keep in mind that the conversation is rooted in happiness. He's holding a rainbow sword here. Should result in communication, but with the caveat that, you know, it's sort of like what I was talking about over here. You have to keep in mind about how this energy is playing out and how Venus in Aries is working with Jupiter in Aries and Saturn that's about to move into Pisces, and the new moon energy, which we're kind of in for a good chunk of this, etc. Keep in mind as well, on the 2nd of March-ish, Mercury is moving into Pisces. So that'll put the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn there. Again, that's part of where the communication's coming from, I'm sure. But at the end of the day here, this is very strong communication. It's very truthful as well. I've got Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth again, which, by the way, was crossing here with an Ace of Swords. So a decision will be made. Somebody here wants a second chance. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if they're mad at themselves for wanting a second chance, or there is a little mad at themselves kind of thing. And this person has a hard time with directing their energy, shall we say. You know, so they might direct some of that at you, but there's a gotta have energy here for sure. Okay, let's pull 3 cards from the universe. Let's see what, so again, should result in communication. That's probably how I'm going to title this video, you know, and I'm going to put should in quotes or something, right? All right. They'll see when they tune in, right? Let's pull, whoa, flying out of the deck. Hold on, we're done. Okay, we always pull from the bottom. I got my first card is on the floor. This is my second card. This is my third card. And this is my crossing card. It is the Knight of Cups crossing the Page of Wands. It's communication. And the card that fell on the floor fell just like this. It's a 9 of Pentacles reversed. Okay? Let me look at this energy. What is the universe trying to tell you? This is a message for you. Well, what is the universe trying to tell you here? Okay. It's saying basically, if they don't reach out, because we keep talking about should, it should result in communication. If they don't, it's not your fault, it's their fault. If they don't, they're just not ready yet. They're not there. Nine of Pentacles reversed is someone who, well, either lost everything, right, went bust, or just never put in the work and never tried, okay? All of these runners right here, in their mind, they're going to puff up as the Knight of Cups. I see it here too. Knight of Cups. They're going to puff up. It's everything I told you about ego already, right? And magicians and rock stars and all that. What you've got coming towards you is a page energy. They're drawn to you. They're completely drawn to you. So if they don't show up, it has nothing to do with you. You're awesome. All right? You're the shit. I'm going to put it that way. You can have my street name. You're the shit. But if they don't show up, it just means that they weren't ready, or they just never put in the work. But also there's a big message here, sort of a common slang vernacular of it's their loss. And make sure you never forget that. Okay? It's their loss if they don't show up. All right? And if they show up and they're fuckwit, a little page, and they never really tell you how they feel, well, then that's someone who loses everything. Okay? It's still their loss. All right? It's nobody's fault. It's certainly not your fault. It's their fault. I mean, it is kind of, because again, if you want the Empress, you've got to be on some kind of level. The Empress doesn't just bang everybody. It has to be on their level. So that's all it wants to tell you. And I think it probably came out this way because of the should aspect of this reading. Okay? So it should result in communication. Okay, fine. It's still basically that. But it's dependent on a high level in either direction, whether it does or doesn't. It's still, you need to stay in your energy. You stay in that Empress energy and be that Queen of Pentacles. Take my advice about the daydreaming. It's very powerful, and watch that new moon reading if you didn't. It's very powerful energy right now for that, okay? And being able to actually manifest those without actually manifesting. Just daydream, and there it is. Tell the universe basically asking everyone, tell me what you want. It's basically playing genie, all right? But you got to be careful with genies, all right? You gotta get it right. You got to make sure you're shooting higher than what you want so you can get what you want. You got to trick the genie a little bit, all right? That being said, that's your reading. I am going to pull some wicked voodoo on this. I am. I'm going to go crazy with the should aspect, but I want to see what's going on their side, number one. And I also want to see why the gotta have you energy, why all of a sudden the gotta have you energy. We got to dig into this person and try to find some truth. I do it sometimes for Cancerian readings, where I try, because their person has a rough relationship with the truth. I'm going to try and find the truth here somewhere. Somewhere there's some truth. Because, why do I say that? Because the reading started in the why the fuck are we here position before the cut with lies, with the Seven of Swords. So that implies there's some missing truth. So we got to try and find it. All right? I do. It's up to you if you want it. The link is in the description. All right? If you want the extended, it's there. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck.